Hey, good morning and good viewing in case you're watching the broadcast. I'm Sporty King and welcome to Gift Friday. Gift Friday, I created it because so often we hear the cliche TGIF, thank God it's Friday. But I say to you, what allure does Friday have to the person that took their last breath on Thursday or any other day before that as it matters? So I learned to use what I've learned through Psalm 92 and 2. It is good to proclaim your unfailing love in the morning, your faithfulness in the evening. In other words, I call it TGIT. Thank God it's today. And then TGIT. Thank God it's tonight. And this Friday, I want to introduce you to actually another TGIF. And that is trusting God is free. Not thank God it's Friday, but trusting God is free. Think about what it costs to be blessed with the greatest gift of the day, waking up. I always say that I reach one goal per day minimum, and because my goal every day is to wake up tomorrow. If I don't wake up, doesn't matter what's on my things to do list. So TGIF is thanking God is free. But remember, when we move the T in TGIF to the end, we find what we really must give God thanks for. And that is today. It's the gift. TGIF becomes GIFT. God is for today. And Gift Friday is the online sharing of one of my original poems and its original possible uses to inspire audiences online or in person. Now, each poem will be my gift to you, but here you hear me read it and then share this week's gift. Then you can click on the link and download your keepsake colorful poem. Today's gift is a reminder of that trust and freedom associated with our faith in God. And it also wonderfully fits into the legacy of the man we celebrate this weekend, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and his dream of what he saw from the mountaintop. In this poem, you'll hear him remind you, one, that your path requires going through some storms. Two, to thank those who have helped you through and how they helped you. And three, to not be so shocked by your success that you forget that you're a child of God and so many people are proud of you. It's from my book, it's from my book, A Poet in Every Prophet. And the title of this poem is, I Can See the Bottom. My life has been no bed of roses, yet every breath I take smells of success. So my walk through the garden is with confident steps that recognize the grace that supports my successful stride. You see, I can see the bottom, but it can't touch me. So as this celebration settles into my book of life, I throw the seeds of thanks to the many of you who have seen to it that I grow along the way, knowing that your water has helped me flower into the beautiful adult I stretch to be. You see, I can see the bottom, but it can't touch me. There are times where your water showed itself as sweat, with your working extra hard to put food on the table, a roof overhead, even those as tears of trial or testimonious joy, with your sincere concern for my well-being. Yes, I can see the bottom, but it can't touch me. So as I prepare to strengthen my pride, I refuse to pinch myself or dare to lose this portrait of my people gathered peacefully to celebrate me. And what I graduate to is a clearer understanding of the light I bring into your life with my smile, with my obedience, with my success. See, I can see the bottom, but it can't touch me. And just as Dr. King reminds you, Scripture reminds you that you do not walk alone. And more importantly, that you don't always have to see who's walking with you. You just have to trust and believe. This passage from the Bible comes from after King Darius was tricked into signing a law that decreed anyone praying to anyone except King Darius for the next 30 days will be thrown to the lions. Now, it's from the book of Daniel, and a lot of us are familiar with, and I know a few weeks ago I did a broadcast that talked about Daniel, Meshach, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego when Daniel and his two friends were thrown into the burning furnace for not bowing to King Nebuchadnezzar's golden statue. Well, this is now later in the book of Daniel. King Nebuchadnezzar is gone. Daniel's still around, but now it's a King Darius Daniel has also found favor with King Darius, and he's in charge of one of the provinces. Well, the other administrators were jealous of Daniel. So they tricked Darius. Oh, let me read what I've got. His administrators had tricked him into signing it because they were jealous of Daniel and wanted to find a way to get rid of him. So sure enough, because of the law, Darius had to sentence Daniel to be thrown to the lions. Well, the spoiler alert is that most of us have heard the story of Daniel in the lion's den, and we know that he survived. The scripture I'll share with you now connects to the reminders in today's poem telling you what went on while Daniel was in the bottom. And I'm sorry, what went on while Daniel was in the den, and adds one more reminder that the bottom can't touch you. So this is from Daniel 6. Let me get this. This is from Daniel 6, 18 through 20. Then the king returned to his palace and spent the night fasting. He refused his usual entertainment and couldn't sleep at all that night. Very early the next morning, the king hurried out to the lion's den. When he got there, he called out in anguish, "Daniel, servant of the living God, was your God whom you worship continually able to rescue you from the lions?" In other words, someone is praying so hard for you that they cannot sleep. Because did you hear that? Then the king returned to his palace and spent the night fasting. He refused his usual entertainment and couldn't sleep at all that night because he had sentenced Daniel to the lion's den based on the trickery of his jealous administrators. Think about one of my favorite acronyms. In fact, I posted it in the meme a couple of days ago, and it's so you can go back and look at it. It's FOCUS, FOCUS. Finding ourselves creates unlimited success. Focus on you and let other people come into focus. You see, once you decide what you're going to do, once you decide to share your blessing and who you are, there's always someone who doesn't want you to succeed. There'll be plenty of people who want you to succeed, but there'll be a few who won't want you to succeed as well. So the administrators didn't want Daniel to succeed. The king actually did. And so you have to know also that someone is praying for you so hard right now that they cannot sleep. Someone wants you to continue to believe in God and see the light of the next day. So please continue to believe in yourself. You'll help a lot of people's prayers come true. You'll get better at knowing who they are, and you'll see the bottom while smiling, dreaming, and knowing that it can't touch you. I'm Sporty King, and this has been Gift Friday. I'll make sure that I drop the link in for you so that you can click on it and get a copy of your gift. Have a safe and happy, wonderful Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. celebration weekend. God bless you, and ciao.